to the good days, here's to the sorrows. This is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter, it's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter, it's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight, before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had, it's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here right now, before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. Ooh,
Hold on. Let me double check, make sure I got... Sorry, I got caught up doing something. Okay. It should be working. Hi. Hey, everybody. Sorry I wasn't here last weekend. Drama, you say? Hey, Sam. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Actually, I've been talking in memes all weekend. And there's one meme that gets me. It's the kid that gets hit in the head, and he's like, yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Rebecca B has been a member for 14 months. Oh, yay. Oh my gosh, that picture of her cat is so cute. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for being a member. That is so nice of you. I'm so glad that you're here. Howdy. Hey, Kay. Making sure I have my roasted chickpeas. Let's see. Hi, Danny. Hey, everybody. Hi, Humblebee. Happy Sunday. Nathaniel, hello. Rebecca. Goodness. Good afternoon, JJ. Good afternoon, Dangerous Lamb 81. Lick the stream, fam. Thanks, Sab. Courtney. Hello, Courtney. Chickpeas. I have had the DuckTales theme song on repeat in my head for the last 24 hours. Send help. I don't know who I'd call for that, but definitely HELP. You know what I mean? What does a stream taste like? Oh. It's gonna go to a dark place. Bitter hate. I'm such a hater. What does it taste like? What does it taste like? It tastes like the best bite of an apple. Like the best, juiciest, yummiest, crunchiest bite of an apple. The best one. You know? That's when you get a really good bite of an apple, it's so satisfying. If you hate apples, then you can change that with whatever fruit, but cotton candy? Oh, that's a good one. Yum, delicious stream. Thanks. That is another meme. I'm sorry, I've been memeing too much lately. The meme where it's like Adam Driver, it's like, good soup. I love that meme. Oh, Danny, you gifted a membership. That is so kind of you. Thanks so much. I greatly appreciate it. If you got that membership from Danny, shout out. Let us know. Danny, that's really kind of you. Thank you so much. Can you tell people ordering DoorDash to stop ordering from restaurants that are 10 miles away and not tipping? Yeah, here, Liam. Everybody, stop ordering from restaurants 10 miles away and then not tipping your DoorDasher. That's shame on you. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, Liam. Those people are the worst. I ordered DoorDash last night. Yeah, Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. It's kind of moments. It has its moments. Hey, Adam. Oh, Marie got it. Oh, welcome, Marie. Stop not tipping your delivery drivers in general, like W tip, right? Riley was a delivery driver for years. Is he awake? He was napping on the couch. Riley? Riley? I think he's asleep. I was gonna ask him how long. As long as I'm no. Like 5 years. So I'm very passionate about that. Hi, Austin. Hello. I always tip, even when I eat out. Oh, yes, that's nice. That's really nice. I tip on the app with the cash when I get here. Oh, that's really nice. I don't carry cash around very much. Or when we do, we like stow it away. But yeah, I like to tip on the app. Remember to choose top comments. I just remembered. Thanks, Hane. Is that how you say your name, friend? Hane? I like tipping. Well, then we're around good people, right? So let's I want to say this is not going to be a very long stream. Like I'm not going to be here for 3 hours. But I did want to talk about some drama llama mama that I saw. And then I want to react to video. I don't know what I want to react to yet. I have options. And while this is not a democracy, I did want to get your input in what you want to watch. So we'll do that. Or I guess I could go ahead, put up the poll. And then while we're talking about no. Let's do that. Let me put up the poll here. Hold on what y'all might want to watch. Start a poll. What should we react to? Brittany Anderson. Or then there's this isogenics. I don't even know if I'm spelling that. Isogenics, what network marketing is. Video. Is that all? I thought there was one more that I had up as an option. There is. Oh, yeah. Monate lady. Oh, buttholes. Where did it go? Oh, no. I won't do that one. That's not what I want. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we'll do that. So while I'm talking about the drama, y'all can vote. What that mean? I know, I really. So the drama, so what's going on is there's been a big issue in Q Sciences. And shout out, I got several. So not only did I get emailed this, but I also got sent it on Instagram. I'm sure some of you already know. JulieJo and Hannah Alonso Clouds. Hannah Alonso and I have already collabed before. Liam, it was a long time. It was a couple years ago, I think. No, a year ago maybe. We did me, her, and Aaron. We did MLM like a Kahoot. It was just fun. It was just really fun. We had a good time. She's really kind. I like Hannah. So Q Sciences. So a couple things first about them. Q Sciences and Awakened were having that, merger. I don't know what you want to call it. Trivia or whatever. Yes. Yes, okay, you were there. That was a fun time. We did that. Aaron and I did that with a couple different people, I think, not just him. I think like Isabella was one of them. No, we did a different one with Isabella. We've collabed with several different people before. Brittany Dawn stuff is wild. What's going on, Brittany? Anyway, I'm gonna write that down so I can look at the Brittany Dawn stuff. But we're gonna talk about the Q Sciences stuff. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Awakening Q Sciences, y'all know the collaboration, right? They're supposed to like collab. I do not know if it's like, I haven't checked in since Aaron and I did a video on it. Did we do a video on it together? I think we did a live a couple months ago. So I haven't looked at it since then because I've got other stuff going on, of course. And I don't know. Is it still happening? Aaron, hi. Guys, this is my best friend. Hey, babe. Hey, bestie. We're just talking about Q Sciences, Aaron, and awakening Q Sciences and how they were supposed to merge. I don't know if that's still going on. I'm sure it is, but well, you know, once that came out, people didn't like that. There were some leaders in Q Sciences that said, I don't like it. So let's look at what I got sent today. It is from Kristen Wyatt, who is was a top leader in Q Sciences, and then there were a few other people. Hey, Charlene. They did not like that. No, they did not. No, they did not. Also, shout out to the mods I have right now, Sav, Aaron, and Charlene. You're the best. I don't have to do a lot of mod. I mean, I don't really, there's not much to mod, but I appreciate my mods always. So let's read what happened, okay? I'm going to add to stage. So I'm going to put this here and we will go through it. Let me see where I put that thing. There we go. So it says, the Huns infighting, they are big mad, yeah. Hey, Brandy. Hi. Hi, Brandy. Brandy single-handedly makes me laugh several times in my lives, and I always appreciate it. So this is so informal. This is an awkward. It gives me the ick a little bit, but whatever. It says, from the desks of Frank and Mariel Philippone. Oh, I feel bad for saying their names wrong. Nick and Brittany Hitch, Dwayne and Kristen Wyatt, and Anthony and Claudia Gonzalez. On behalf of our families, it is with great sadness that this statement must be made regarding the unethical business practices of Q Science and Jake Spencer. Now, I want you to know that these people that are listed in this, Marielle, Brittany, Kristen, they're top leaders in Q Sciences, okay? And so they're calling out, I love it when Huns get mad at each other. They're calling out Q Sciences and Jake Spencer. So Jake Spencer is not the CEO, but the president, I think, something like that. He's up there. Very, very important in Q Sciences. It says, as a result of the secrecy surrounding the direction of the future of Q Sciences during the second half of 2023 and heading into 2024, which, by the way, I think they're talking about Q Sciences and Awakened. You know what I'm saying? We made the decision to seek additional opportunities to support our families and networks outside of Q Sciences. During our time with Q Sciences, our individual businesses have fluctuated because ebbs and flows are part of any business. The decline in our checks and those who worked with us, though alarming, was only part of the reason we felt the need to seek opportunities elsewhere that would be complementary to what we established with Q Sciences. Okay, let me read that again because it just feels good. The decline in our checks and those who worked with us, though alarming, was only part of the reason we felt the need to seek opportunities elsewhere. I mean, what more? They do the work for us at this point. I'm not even doing any work. I'm just reading, you know? It says, our only regret is that we fell victim to his actions and only recently were able to compare notes with several other parties to see all that had been happening behind the scenes. Now, here's my issue. What did y'all think was going to happen? What did you, it always shocks me when people in like top leaders and MLMs are shocked that their company stabbed them in the back. I'm like, you're shocked? How are you shocked? But whatever. Who am I? I don't know. You mean like I'm late? Well, welcome. Anyway, it's just I'm like, stop acting like you're shocked. Stop. Get out of here with that mess. She says, despite the issues and out of respect for the company and our field within the company, we always kept Q Science's interests at heart. We have been recruited, offered corporate legs, and much more by competing MLM companies, and at no point did we leave Q Sciences behind. We worked with Q Sciences compliance division as well as members of Q Sciences executive team to prevent issues of commingling and cross recruitment. Excuse me. Examples of a Q. Whoa, I'm sorry. Can we just talk about how Q Sciences is actually is probably the biggest MLM that offers, what is it called? They offer like bridge contracts to where you go from one MLM to the other. They'll pay you and then they'll pay a lawsuit if, from what I know, allegedly, they'll pay you to come, right? You're like, hey, come on, let's do a bridge contract. We'll pay you as though you're like the second from the top, and then you have this long to get to the top, or you have this long to get there. It's kind of, that's roughly what you might expect with a bridge contract is they'll pay you at this level, even though you're not there yet, or they'll pay you a big bonus to jump in and start. And they'll give you a certain, if they pay you at a level, it's likely they're going to give you a certain amount of time to reach that level before they pay you to what level you're actually at. Okay, hopefully that I didn't explain that too poorly. But Q Sciences is the one that's like the biggest, in my opinion. The MLM does that the most. I need a drink of water. Seriously though, I'm so hypocritical of these people to say this. Like these people who wrote this, I'm like, though, stop with that. So continuing, we worked with Q Sciences Compliant, blah 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 blah. Examples of what Q Sciences requested includes removing all Q Sciences content from existing social media profiles, remove individuals who were Q Sciences ambassadors, and publicly post disclaimers requesting that people in Q Sciences unfollow our main profiles. So they were forced to, one, remove all Q Sciences content from their profiles, remove individuals who were Q Sciences ambassadors, publicly post disclaimers requesting that people in Q Sciences unfollow their main accounts, saying you need to unfollow me. That is, hello, that's wild to me. Let's go to the next one. It says, once all matters were clear with Q Sciences, the digital course, a digital sales course, so they're an MRR now. They created a digital sales course. Of course they did. A digital sales course with a community component was launched. This seemed like a complementary business in our existing Q Sciences relationships because a substantial number of current and former ambassadors of Q Sciences were allowed to engage in similar businesses without any consequences. So I'm sure you'll know what she means, but I'm just going to say anyway. What she's saying is we created a course, MRR. People in Q Sciences bought our course, or essentially, and we're selling it. And then also, like, people in Q Sciences have done that with other courses and other MRR courses. Mr. Wilson is the CEO, had also previously stated on numerous occasions that ambassadors who put in work earn the right to residual income. So they quoted him. Mr. Spencer also agreed with Mr. Wilson in each instance. Shortly after the launch of the digital course, we were blindsided. Q Sciences suspended our accounts on February 9th, 2024. Surely they had to have evidence, right? No. Q Sciences copied and pasted the exact same letter to all by using boilerplate letters, which lacked any facts or allegations other than suggesting we acted unethically. Not one single shred of evidence was produced by Q Sciences, and it was clear that the company was acting in bad faith, driven by personal motives and violating their own policies and procedures. Y'all, I'm like, girl, of course they did. You violated them too. Like, while you were in, they don't care if you're a top leader and you violate the policy and procedures, they don't care. Also, of course, they're going to violate their own policy and procedures. They made them. They don't care. But, it is what it is. If you're surprised by it, then whatever. The combination of unsupported and unprofessional letters only served to cause more concern and confusion to an already fragile Q Sciences network. Oh, I love how they put that. An already fragile Q Sciences network. Nice. We immediately responded and discussed these issues with compliance and Q Sciences attorney, Nathan Lloyd. Eager to find a path forward, we actively engage with Q Sciences to try and navigate how to protect their interests and how to allow the digital course to move forward. On February 13th, before let's talk about this really quick. Q Sciences cut these people off, said, you're out. Because they created an MRR course that you can sell to make money. Now, what does that tell me? One of two things. One, Q Sciences doesn't want you doing anything, no matter what it is. Out of Q Sciences, they don't want you to do anything other than Q Sciences. Any kind of work. That's the vibe I'm getting from that. Anything digitally. Like, they only want you to promote Q Sciences, which is weird. Because MRR is not MLM. Right? It's not like considered multi-level marketing in the business model aspect of it. So it's not like they're in a different MLM. So they have no rule against that. Or two, MRR is a mirror of what MLM is without being under the MLM business model. MRR interferes with MLM, which is what I've said before. So what this tells me is that MRR does function somewhat like an MLM, to the point where Q Sciences was like, you can't do both. You're out. Get out of here. So it's just a thought. I'm wondering what y'all are thinking. On February 13th, 2024, individual meetings were conducted with the Philippones, the Hitches, the Wyatts, and the Gonzaleses. Mr. Rose, acting as president of Q Sciences, stated his. So I guess Jake Spencer is not the president. What is Jake Spencer? Somebody help me out. Stated his position with the company and advised that he had taken over compliance from the incumbent CEO, Mark Wilson. So Mark Wilson was the CEO. And I guess I don't know. Mark Wilson, Mr. Rose, I don't know who that is, and Mr. Spencer, Jake Spencer, leaders in the company when it comes to corporate. Mr. Rose insisted that both his and the company's position would be that they will allow ambassadors to engage in multiple business opportunities. He stated that all suspensions that were leveled lacked merit, should never have happened, is the quote, would be reversed and all outstanding commissions would be released. During this round of discussion, Mr. Rose asked Mrs. Wyatt to return to Q Sciences after she had terminated her account. Mrs. Wyatt reluctantly agreed due to the new tune being sung by Q Sciences and in the anticipation of the company doing the right thing moving forward under new leadership. So new leadership, Mr. Rose, like, you know what? You're right. That should never have happened. Let's talk this over, right? Let's work this out. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Yeah, MRR is MLM adjacent. Let me put it this way. I get the same vibe. Is there a line? Okay, never mind. Sorry, I thought I saw something. Whatever. Q Sciences through Justin Rose. Okay, Justin Rose is his name. Justin Rose. And as discussed by Anthony Gonzalez, on our behalf, agreed to rescind all suspensions and all accounts were to be reinstated on February 15th, 2024, with all outstanding pay to be released the following day. Despite rescission of the suspensions and reinstatement of the accounts, which legally means their position was that the letters and suspensions should be wiped from existence, Q Sciences went back on their word just a day later and said that we would be paid past due commissions the following week. This was again problematic as Q Sciences once again breached their policies and procedures. We met with Q Sciences attorney, Mr. Lloyd, on February 21st, 2024 to address all of these issues. The following admissions were made by Q Sciences during the meeting. 1, the digital course and its products offering were not network marketing as contemplated by the policies and procedures due to the fact that it involves single-level sales through individual e-commerce stores, which is categorically different from the Q Sciences business model, which is multi-level marketing or network marketing company constantly requiring new... Okay, listen to them call out MLM. Okay. Q Sciences business model, which is multi-level marketing or network marketing company, constantly requiring new enrollment of ambassadors in order to allow for pay at multiple levels up the MLM ladder. I swear to God, what is going on? They'll admit it when they leave and they're pissy and they're all angry. They'll admit it when they're mad. They'll throw a fit and admit it. Mm, all right. All right. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. It's fine. I'll take it. At least they said something right. And then two, the digital course did not engage in commission-based sales, and the MLM, aka network marketing industry as a whole, was shrinking. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. Yeah, they'll admit. Yes, Shirley, they'll admit it when it's not working in their favor. Brandy, hey, 11 months as a member. You're the best, Brandy. You're one of the best. An MLM that constantly contradicts itself. I know. I know. And Taylor said it feels like people are shocked that blue raspberry drink is the color blue. That's very, very true. You're shocked that a blue raspberry drink is blue. That's such a funny example. Lauren said, admitting all things right now, correct. I'm just, it is what it is, I guess. The digital course, I'm going to read that again. The digital course did not engage in commission-based sales. And the MLM, aka network marketing industry as a whole, was shrinking, in parentheses, which is part of the reason why nearly all Q Sciences ambassadors' paychecks were disappearing. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't get it. Let me read that again. Which is part of the reason why nearly all Q Sciences ambassadors' paychecks were disappearing. I wonder where they've heard this kind of thing before. Whatever. Mr. Lloyd requested that we continue using conspicuous disclaimers on social media to prevent issues of confusion, and we obliged. With our interests seemingly aligned, we offered the opportunity for partnership with the digital course. This partnership had the ability to, one, open the door to new sales that would be mutually beneficial to all parties. Two, present additional income opportunities to existing Q Sciences ambassadors. And three, open the door to new clients who've never heard of Q Sciences. The customer base of Q Sciences is significantly dwarfed by our collective social media reach. Okay. Okay, said if they say it in parentheses, we can't we can't quote them on it. Uh-huh. That's right. Listen. I'm just going to keep going, but we all are thinking the same thing. Similar discussions were held between Miss Philippone and the new owner, Rodney James. Oh, and the new owner, Rodney James, as well as Ashley Headley. Mr. James and Mrs. Headley shared a deep desire for each of us to work with new Q Sciences, moving forward. Oh, sorry, this sentence is ridiculous, at least to me. So first off, I think the change in the leadership in the company is based on what's going on with Awakened. If I had to guess, that's my guess. So let me try to reread this GD sentence. Similar discussions were held between Miss Philippone and new owner Roddy James, as well as Ashley Headley. Mr. James and Miss Headley shared. I missed a period. Sorry, it's just I'm trying to read it and I'm having trouble because of that. Mr. James and Miss Headley shared a deep desire for each of us to work with the new Q Sciences moving forward. Were open to collaboration or partnership with the digital course and stated that they had no issues with us continuing to operate the course. So here's what's going on in my opinion. Q Sciences said, hey, we want to collaborate with you on that digital course because we know you're going to make money and we want to take some. Because they're greedy. That's why. We were asked to wait for a few days so we could put this whole ordeal behind us. So we gave Q Sciences the opportunity to remedy the situation once again. Shockingly, are you shocked though, really? On Thursday, February 22nd, 2024, Q Sciences suspended Kristen Wyatt, citing cross-recruiting language and once again failing to include any evidence to support the allegations. Less than 24 hours later, Friday, February 24th, which, by the way, is my birthday. My birthday's February 24th. I turned 28 on February 24th. Whatever. I'll keep going, but it's my birthday. The day that we were told we would be paid all past due commissions, the rest of our families were informally suspended by Mark Wilson, the supposedly soon-to-be retired and former CEO of Q Sciences. What was strange about this letter was that it was sent directly to represented parties, an illicit act that is strictly prohibited by Melody Arribe of Q Sciences compliance, and was not on company letterhead, did not contain his pen signature, and did not contain any information identifying him as part of Q Sciences. The letter was emotionally charged and once again lacked any evidence of alleged wrongdoing. Our families were blindsided, distressed, and heartbroken to receive a meritless letter from someone who they believed to be a true friend. Well, can I just say this? I'm not sorry. I don't feel bad for them, frankly. I mean, I could imagine that not being paid would suck, but can I ask you this? Was it your work that you were being paid on? Was it the downline? All right. Brandy said, 28. Dang, you're closer to my daughter's age, 22, than mine, 40. Well, I'm glad you're here, Brandy. Listening to me, a dork. Just listen to this dork over here. Anyway, I'll continue. Further conferences were held between our attorney and Q Sciences in the days that followed. Due to the unspecified status of merger between Q Sciences and Awaken, Rodney James was messaged individually, including screenshots of emails sent into Q Sciences to keep him apprised of the escalating situation. While those messages were always seen and read by Mr. James, he never responded to any message, never called, and never picked up the phone again. My thing is, these people really think they're that important to the company. When you merger two companies, there's other top leaders from another company that they don't care about you. They don't care. That they don't care about you. Let me just say that bluntly because it's true. They do not care about you. Okay? And I'm not trying to be like a biatch, but it's true. They don't. Continuing, after being given multiple opportunities to resolve, Q Sciences was given a deadline to resolve all issues by February 29th, 2024, before matters were forced to escalate. Shortly before the deadline, Nathan Lloyd conducted a 45-minute conversation with our attorney and advised that the final decision on this matter rested with Mr. Spencer. Ooh, Jake Spencer. Shortly after the call, Mr. Lloyd alerted our attorney that Mr. Spencer would reach out to our attorney to discuss these issues. The following transpired during the conversation. Dun, dun, dun. Are y'all ready? Hold on. Thomas said, no CEOs ever called me when I got terminated from a job. Right? All right. Okay, I just feel like there's such a cliffhanger. I promise we're going to get to it. It says, the following transpired during the conversation. Okay, here we go. Bullet points, y'all. Get ready. 1. Mr. Spencer stated several times that he was unaware of any account suspension or withheld commissions until only a few days prior. However, by the end of the conversation, he stated that he had set traps as early as January to see if people were loyal to him and would speak to him about this new business venture, clearly earmarking everything as personal and not driven by contractual or business motives. Well, Jake is that guy is not, he's not all there. I'll tell you that. That is bad of him. But also, it's an MLM. Also traps, right? They quoted him. Traps. To as early as January to see if people were loyal to him. That is wild in a business. That's wild in general, but in a business setting, think about that. That's breaking all sorts of rules. The next one, number 2. Mr. Spencer stated that no one was grateful to him individually. I'm sorry, that's so wild. No one was grateful to him individually for things he had done for our families, but notably failed to specify any particular acts. Spencer, okay, Jake, if you're listening, you are seriously such an insecure little boy. You are such a little baby. Is your ego really that hurt? Is your ego that bad? You are so insecure. It's disgusting. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of, these MLM ladies, like, it is what it is, I'll probably cover their MRR course, but but I also will give it where it's due. Jake Spencer is a little bitty baby sitting there, "I wanted to see who was loyal to me." Y'all weren't loyal, and y'all weren't grateful to me for what I've done for y'all. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh my god. So he's hurt because they didn't stroke his ego enough. Yeah. What in the immaturity is going on, right, Steamship? Isn't that wild? Rescue Ninja says, when they all say all the quiet parts out loud, all of them. Anime25259 says, no one appreciates me. I'm hurt. Stop. Okay, okay. Sounds like a high school jock bully. Yeah, sounds like a freaking fifth grader. No offense to fifth graders out there, but I mean, honestly though, it really sounds like an 8-year-old on the during recess who like gave out candy and was like, none of y'all like gave me candy back. That's so rude. I'm hurt. So you don't get any more candy. Anyway, I'll keep reading. Okay, number 3. Mr. Spencer had no interest in moving forward with an existing business relationship between any of our families and further stated that he would only agree to an amicable separation as a favor to the men of Q Sciences. I want y'all to know I have not read this at all. I haven't I haven't read this. So this is literally the first time I'm reading. I got to read that one again. Remember, these people, like these ladies, it also includes their husbands. That's what he's talking about. Um, Mr. Spencer had no interest in moving forward with an existing business relationship between any of our families and further stated that he would only agree to an amicable separation as a favor to the men of Q Sciences. Okay. I was not expecting that. So he did this for the husbands, everybody. Oh, because women are the worst. Anyway, that is just that I was really not expecting reading that. Okay. Well, we're going to continue. Sexual discrimination lawsuit coming. I mean, they could sue on several points here. Okay. What is going on with the men of Q Sciences? I'm just saying. Mr. Sorry. Mr. I really don't like Jake. Jake, excuse me, he doesn't deserve a title like Mr. Spencer. Jake said in good faith and with our agreement to have a meeting the following Monday, he would reinstate everyone's accounts immediately, and he did just moments after hanging up the phone. All right. All right. Chauvinism has entered the chat. It's practically his middle name. Okay. During a follow-up meeting with Jake and Nathan Lloyd, on behalf of Q Sciences and Mr. Frank Philippone, Okay, so now it's just the boys talking. It's just the dudes, okay? It's the husbands, Jake and Nathan Lloyd. The following occurred during the good old boys club chat, okay? Here we go. Jake stated that his partner, Mark Wilson, would personally fund a legal battle against us despite lacking any merit. Mark Wilson, his partner, Mark Wilson, would personally fund a legal battle against us despite lacking any merit. Yeah, his alpha bro feelings really they were hurt. Somebody hurt his feelings. He got really sad. Jake mistakenly and continuously cited to unreported legal cases that are factually and procedurally distinct as a basis for Q Science's mistaken belief that the sales of the digital course were anticipated and disallowed by policies and procedures. So Jake's just unintelligent. Despite being told previously that the decision to resolve rested in Mr. Spencer's hands, Jake had lied and now advised that he could not render any decision until after the meeting with his partners and with Q Science's newly designated leadership committee on March 6th. In order to discuss acceptance of our offer, which included requiring Q Science's ambassadors to prove active enrollment status to trigger discounts for the digital course or the digital collective. Jeez, this is a lot more than I anticipated. That's wild. Okay. As a final gesture of good faith and to once again show that we only sought to protect Q Sciences and to facilitate a resolution, the digital course offered a discount its best-selling product by $155, which happens to be a minimum amount of money an individual needs to become commission qualified with Q Sciences, to an active Q Sciences ambassador who provided proof that their monthly subscription order with Q Sciences has processed successfully. So let's think about this. These people wanted to stay in Q. My hair's being funky. Wanted to stay in Q Sciences. And Q Sciences, Jake, was really upset about their course. He was really upset. So they were like, oh, we'll work together. And, oh, you prove that you spend money every month with Q Sciences and we'll give you a discount on the course. These women are, and their husbands, they're all just gross. Jake and them, they're all around crap. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. Hold on, I'm gonna give a good brush through my hair. I gotta reboot to read the rest of this, you know? Okay. Okay. The digital course also offered to allow enrollment into their monthly paid mentorship group, The Collective, for free, $70 plus monthly value. If said Q Sciences ambassador could prove that they were continuing to be commission qualified for the specific month, thereby shifting all financial incentive to Q Sciences customers and ambassadors to continue doing business with Q Sciences. This is so wild to me. Having the extra JJ snark lately. You know, I think I've just been doing this long enough where I don't care. Like, if it's kind of offensive what I say, it is what it is. And you know what? They deserve it. I'm not taking that back. It's true. So let's keep going. We are the Board Collective. So the collective, damn, should I say it? I'm in that Facebook group. I'm in her Facebook group. Kristen Wyatt. The collective and Kristen Wyatt, all of that, it's kind of like her community. Let me check. Let me take a look, see. I don't know where it is. I don't want to go through it. Yeah, no, I really don't want to go through that. That's too much. It's too much. Cold cough. You weren't saying anything that isn't true, JJ. Okay, cool. Anyway, we learned that Mr. Spencer's representation. Oh wait, where was I? Okay, here we go. We learned that Jake's representation that he needed to discuss this with the leadership committee and his partners was nothing more than a ploy to delay and disregard because the topic of the digital course, our individual suspensions, and the offers made by us were never discussed during those meetings on March 6th. Shortly after our offer lapsed on March 7th, Mr. Rodney James, newly designated CEO of Q Sciences, sent an untimely email seeking to discuss resolution of all issues with a proposed meeting on March 11th. Reluctantly, our families agreed to wait to have the meeting's conditions on payment of all the past due commissions. Despite the frequent bad faith conduct of Q Sciences and Mr. Spencer, or Jake, we did not find it appropriate to cast a shadow over a very important Q Sciences convention that was taking place at the same time. We have been a part of the field when disagreements have happened previously, and it only distracts ambassadors and their families from the greater message. We let everyone with any decision-making ability in Q Sciences know that they would be able to proceed without worry of anyone interrupting their special weekend. Well, hi, consultant. Hi, consultant. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Continuing, on Friday, March 8th, an unspecified and incalculable portion of commissions were released solely to Mrs. Gonzalez. No payments were issued to Mrs. Hitch, Mrs. Philippone, or Mrs. Wyatt, whose collective past due earnings are deep into the five-figure range. Well, frankly, I'm not sad for them, to be honest, because we know why they earned those. We thanked Mr. James and thanked him for releasing one payment, but sought clarification as to the basis for the payment and for the status of payment to the remaining individuals. No response was received, but we later learned that Mr. Spencer became highly confrontational and directed his anger at staff for properly releasing a payment to Mrs. Gonzalez. Jake is such a little bitch baby. Excuse me, but he totally is. Later that day, Mr. Spencer directly communicated with Nick Hitch, despite being represented by counsel, with an emotionally charged message, or with emotionally charged messages, so more than one. Mr. Spencer stated that there was a private meeting held without leadership committee where the digital course in our offer was discussed. This conversation left us feeling optimistic that a resolution could be made between both parties, and that waiting until the meeting was on Monday would allow us to resolve this peacefully. Mr. James trying to be Ash Mafare over there. It would be nicer if they gave all the downlines their money back, wouldn't it? It's being run by Boss Baby. Sounds like it. Unfortunately, but unsurprisingly, Mr. Rodney James failed to coordinate the meeting he wanted to have. Several days later, Mr. James emailed seeking to have yet another meeting, and although we offered time slots to schedule it, we never received another response. As has come to be expected, none of our families have received any of the tens of thousands of dollars owed to us despite being unsuspended, active, in good standing, and commission qualified since February 29th, 2024. There are several other ambassadors who have now experienced similar conduct and held back payments despite the fact that there is no issue with their account status. Oh, so apparently Q Sciences is not paying its people. It is not doing that. I mean, from this, what I'm reading, they're allegedly saying that they are not the only ones that are not being paid. And let me tell you, while I don't think they deserve the money, you gotta pay. You don't just not pay. Like, that's wild. Hi, Hannah. Hey, girl. Um, Finishing up. Can they not afford to? It's a good question. It's a good question. Maybe not. But I bet they could, though. I bet they could. This letter became necessary because there are far too many individuals who've been forced to suffer at the hands of Q Sciences. Ooh. Forced to suffer at the hands of Q Sciences. While the livelihoods of each of our families have been affected, what is even worse is that Q Sciences has succeeded in alienating the people who gave the most to the company. This has also had the direct effect of causing mass confusion in the field and prevented any of us from serving accounts or concerns of clients or ambassadors. We have done everything possible to find a peaceful resolution and offered Q Sciences the opportunity to partner with us and even financial incentivization to maintain and grow Q Sciences without asking for anything in return. The self-inflicted wounds of Q Sciences are clear, and the company that was once a pillar of hope and prosperity for our families has now become nothing more than an abuser and a bully, pursuing a personal vendetta in an attempt to control every facet of the lives of women and mothers who owe him nothing. And you know what? That's a damn good sentence. Let me read that again. You know what? Their lawyer probably wrote this, and you better pay him more. That sentence alone could have been all I needed to hear. The self-inflicted wounds of Q Sciences are clear. That's good in itself. And a company that was once a pillar of hope and prosperity to our families has now become nothing more than an abuser and a bully, pursuing a personal vendetta in an attempt to control every facet of the lives of women and mothers who owe him nothing. And we all said, amen. ChatGPT coming in clutch, right? That's funny. That might actually be part of it. Yeah, I agree. Now that sentence I will never forget. I'm never gonna forget that ever. That's damn good. So you know what else I thought was interesting? The comments. So some of these comments, uh, let's see. Okay, sadly, the same thing happened to me. Commissions that I had earned were never paid out, and for what? There was zero proof of anything. Um, I had done nothing wrong. Oh, okay. Let's read this one. Truth be told, Jake is the reason I stopped marketing. I went to Dallas conference and was at Bronze Academy. He was in line in front of me. I spoke to him and said, "Hi, Jake. How are you?" Now, mind you, this is the same person who had a one-on-one personal meeting with me just a few months earlier and made unethical promises that if I got a certain rank, what he would pay me if I achieved it in a certain time. I'm positive that he would never have paid me now, but back then I genuinely hoped it to be true, but sadly did not achieve that rank in time I was given. As you know, we had so much going on and I was lost in stress. Well, at the Bronze Academy lunch, not only did Jake not say hello back, but he actually looked at me, rolled his eyes at me, and walked away. I was shocked and absolutely crushed. It was at that moment my intuitions about him were confirmed, and I knew I could no longer recruit or bring anyone else along with me into this company. I knew how close y'all were, and so I knew that I couldn't tell you or anyone because when you truly love and care about a person like that and call them family, hearing negative things about them from others will not be heard and can be taken defensively. So I said nothing and told no one. I just gradually backed away. This was 3 years ago. I stayed for that long because I had drug my clinic into this business along with my friends. And I felt like I had to stay because of that. And honestly, some of the products were really good and I didn't want to quit them. But eventually the products quit working and changed. And I knew I had to leave. I'm sorry I didn't say anything to you sooner. And I'm devastated for you and Mariel, my leaders whom I admire so much and looked up to more and more. Okay, frankly, I don't care about that last part. Um, so clinic, I know. So hot damn. You want to see what Jake Spencer looks like so that you know who to hate in your head? This is the little this is the little guy. This is the guy who was so upset. He could cry. Um Listen, I don't like him. I don't like him one bit. Let's see. No, butts. I'll just share it. I'll just share his Instagram. Whatever. Give me a second. Here. This is Jake Spencer. I heard butts. That's him. He's the worst. Well, oh look at him, so tiny and small and insecure. He's very insecure. So look at the little man. Stop, y'all. I can't with this. Okay, so who won? Oh, Brittany won. Of course, Brittany won. Jesus. I really love y'all. I do. I do. All right, let's see. Jake equals boss baby. For some reason he looks exactly like I thought he would. Listen, I'm gonna go hard on you if you're gonna be a big old butthole to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Is this what I'm looking for? Is this? This is not the A boss babe. No. That's the other one. David Miscavige wannabe. Nar. That was good. I like that. Um, Brittany, go back to feed. Jeez Louise. I'm surprised Brittany hasn't blocked me, but you know what? It wouldn't help her if she did. Let me see. I'm which one do I want to do? Let's do this one because it's longer. I mean, there's plenty to do. She posts practically every day, but I'll just do this one because it's longer and it's called, what is it called? I'm over social media coaches and it's not their fault. That could be fun. That could be good. There's so many to choose from. Brittany Scammerson. Brittany Screamerson. That's funny. Y'all are funny. Why did I know he looked how he looked like? I know. He looked exactly as we all thought he would. Let's be real. Alright, here we go. Be a boss babe.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I have
Brittany.
something new for you. I have something new.
Oh my gosh, she just did a little jig for us. Okay, let's watch again. Ready?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I have something new for you. I have something new.
All right. Let's go.
And I'm going to share it with you guys. I just mixed it up in my stories with Evan. I love when we get new flavors. At the same time, I'm also very, very nervous when we get new flavors. And so I was a little hesitant to try this new one. It's also the flavor of a fruit that I have never eaten in my whole life. I do not have any memories of eating this fruit at all ever in my life. So I was extra nervous, okay? But I put a poll in my stories last night where we were talking about, I am going to do my hair on this live, by the way. Like, this is not my look for the day. But I did put a poll in my stories yesterday where I was just very open and honest. And I just said, I wish that I could go inside of my brain and I could take the word brand and I could take the word niche and I could take all of these tips, tricks, hacks, how to go viral, algorithm this, algorithm that from all these social media coaches, social media gurus. I have a course to sell you. I know the best ways to grow on Instagram. I wish I could go inside my brain and take all of that information and just completely scrub it out. Like, just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Because even when the focus is being authentic and being yourself and showing up as the most authentic version of you, you still always have those voices, tips, tricks, hacks, all of these things inside of your head that you literally just can't make them go away. So when I want to just go live about nothing and I just want to talk and I just want to be silly and I just want to engage with you guys and I just want to be real, I'm like, oh my gosh, what value am I giving them? Oh my gosh, how long should I stay live so the algorithm sends my live video to new people? And like, there's just this constant script running in your mind when you're worried about all of these other things. And like, I was thriving at a level I had never thrived before on social media, in life, in my business, in my money that I was making, in all areas when I didn't know all that information. I didn't understand the coaches. I didn't really understand the algorithm. I just saw Jessie Lee and I'm like, ooh, she's gonna go live, I'm gonna go live. She's making posts, I'm gonna make a post. She's gonna post stories, I'm gonna post stories. Like, whatever action she takes, I'm taking that action. No matter how messy, no matter how crazy, doesn't matter how crazy my hair is, doesn't matter what my outfit looks like, doesn't matter if my home appears aesthetically pleasing, it doesn't matter any of these things because it's just me. It's just me. I don't do my makeup, and that's just me. I don't do my hair every day, and that's just me. I don't dress up and wear suits and all of these things, and that's just me. But I feel like now that I have all of this information in my head, because I'm such a logical thinker, I can't silence the information. And
Brett. Okay. just a moment. Just a moment. We have a new member. Hey, Katie. Welcome. Wait, the other meme. Welcome. Have y'all heard that? Whatever. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. Whatever. Okay, let's play the new member song.
Girls were born. Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting sin and the
I don't know why I've been doing like the swimming dance lately, but I have. Welcome, Katie. I'm so glad that you're here. Appreciate you becoming a member. Hi, Holly. Welcome to your first live. The typography on her shirt makes me sad. Her $31,000. New member JJ, play the jam. Oh, don't worry, I saw it. It just took me a second. Is that why she's like this? The voice is in her head? Charlene. Yes. She's doing a whole monologue for a new flavor. Yes. She is.
And the tips, the tricks, the hacks. This is how you grow. Make sure you have a hook. Make sure your background looks like this. Make sure your face looks like this. Make sure your body's angled like this. I can't get all of the information out of my head to just actually be me without second guessing myself. If you resonate with that, will you just drop me a yes in the chat box? Okay, because I talked about this a little bit in my stories and I put a poll up like, do you resonate with this? Like, do you feel this too? And I found that even people who aren't running a business on social media are feeling this pressure and overwhelm. And I thought it was just so interesting that everyone is experiencing it.
Humble beat logical. That's why I paused it the first time I said, Brit.
And not I don't mean everyone, like people across all different people who utilize social media in a bunch of different ways, whether it's for business or it's for their own small business or it's just to stay connected with family or whatever else. They're feeling some sort of pressure to fall into these guidelines of how to run social media.
Hey, honey, would you be willing to show everybody your face and hair before you go? I guess. Riley shaved his hair. He cut his hair and shaved his face. You wanna take it off? You don't have to if you don't want to. Take it off. Come here. Hey. Look at it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna fix his haircut. But he shaved and cut his whole hair off and shaved his face. He's so cute. I love him.
And so it's actually not the social media coach's fault at all. They have found the facts, figures, the details, and the data, and now they can sell you that information that they got privy access to or whatever. I don't even know how they say they know the algorithm. Like, do you talk to Zuckerberg or no? Okay. And some of them do. Some of them do actually have ins with the social media apps, but a lot of them don't. But it was really interesting to get the feedback that I got that a lot of people in different walks of life that utilize social media for different things are like, I wish I could just scrub my brain of all of the information that I've been giving and just exist. Like, just exist. I want to be weird sometimes. Sometimes I want to be professional. Sometimes I want to crack a dad joke with you. Sometimes I want to talk about the 5 things that I'm doing to radically transform my body. Sometimes I want to give you my 5 best tips for getting started in your network marketing business. Sometimes I want to give you 5
Those 5 tips are bad. They're not great. We would know, wouldn't we?
Love tips. Sometimes I want to give you 5 ways or the first 5 steps to do to kickstart a successful budget. And sometimes I want to give you 5 tips to decrease your overwhelm in being a mom. And sometimes I just want to get on here and I want to use you as an emotional outlet to where we can just be real.
Nah, babe, that's therapy. Go to therapy, Brett. I do. Well, I haven't in a little bit, but that's because I'm grieving my last therapist. Don't talk to me about it, everybody. I'll get it handled. I will go back to therapy. But all in all, don't use me as like an emotional trash can for you to vomit in. I know that's a little graphic, but you know what I'm saying. Cat said, can I have 0 tips, please? Charlene, has she taken a breath yet? You know what? Probably not. Probably not.
Raw and authentic with each other, but when I constantly have these other things spinning in the back of my mind, even at a subconscious level, it prevents me from showing up as the most authentic version of myself that I was showing up as in 20.
Brittany. She triggered me just now. And you know what? You're not going to know why. But she said the most authentic version of herself. You know what? You know what? Let me put, you know what? You know what? You're right, Brittany. Brittany is, without a doubt, the most authentic person I've probably known. She is absolutely herself in all her videos. 100%. The screaming, oh shit, what's the word? The really just treating people like shit. That is very much who Brittany is. So, you know, actually, I was going to say, you're not authentic. You're blah, blah. No, she totally is. She totally is. Uh-huh. Especially when we watch her. She scares me for real, but I can't look away. Audacity? No, well, I mean, yes, Hannah, yes. But also, she's condescending. She's very condescending. And so, great pause. Look at her, buddy. Don't hate me. In fact, I'd wish she'd be less authentic sometimes. You know what? I feel that. I feel that on a spiritual level.
2019, and 2020. Okay, the end of 2017 and then into 2018, 19, and 20.
Oh, my hair.
Okay, and like honestly, the 2024 version of me is so much better than the 2017 version of me.
I could crawl under my desk right now and cry. Anyone saw the last video I did of her? It was, what, 2 weeks ago? About the Stanley Cups? The Stanley Cups? God, Brittany. No, Brittany, every year you just get a little more hard to listen to. One day I'm not even going to be able to watch you anymore.
It's a lot of work to be a better version of me.
Sorry.
But I just feel like the most authentic version of me that everyone sees on social media is still subconsciously filtered. If this is making sense, drop me a 1 in the chat box, okay? I am going to share with you guys a little bit about this flavor, okay? This is our new flavor. It dropped at midnight. I was long, fast asleep, snuggling in my warm coat.
I don't care, Brittany. Erin, plum. Have y'all had plum before? Has it? So something that Erin's told me about is Perfect does this thing where they just change names, but it's like the same flavor as something else. So they'll like change up tropical island breeze to I don't know, shit, pineapple, mango sorbet. You know what I'm saying? Like plum is, I knew, Erin. So plum is also what another name was called. It was fairy dust as well. So plum equals another prove it drink, which was called fairy dust. So they do that often just to like make more money.
Bed, sleeping. But this dropped at midnight and it is a plum flavor. Okay. So I waited until today to try it because I was so incredibly nervous. I'm like, plum? I don't even eat plums. Okay. So how do I have any idea what this flavor is going to taste like? So I'm always very leery of new flavors because I'm always honest with my flavor reviews. If someone's like, tell me how you like Swiss cacao, I'm like, I don't. Tell me how you like this flavor, and I'm like, I don't. What should I mix this flavor with? You shouldn't, okay? So I am just very, very honest on my own personal reviews. I will tell you there are flavors that I despise. I do not like Swiss cacao. To me, it tastes like salty chocolate. On the
I'm not going to say anything, actually.
other side of the spectrum, there are some people that love Swiss cacao and they mix it with everything. They mix it with water. They mix it with almond milk. They mix it with protein shakes. They mix it with their coffee. They mix it with...
Erin, nobody likes Swiss cacao. I'm glad you're here for this, Erin. I'm glad you're here all the time, though.
with their keto cream. They mix it with literally everything because they can't get enough of the flavor. But I know that if I always give my honest review, at least you know, okay, she liked it, so I might like it, or she hated it, so I might still like it, but now I'm a little leery. I'm always going to be honest about flavors. We have so many flavor options. There would be no reason for me to lie to you and say, oh, this flavor is top notch. Because then when you get it and you're like, this flavor is awful, I'm going to be like, oh, sorry, I lied.
What? Brittany, you're acting like people can't love different flavors than each other. Like, listen, I love mango. I love mango. I love it. Riley, not so much. More for me. That's what I like to think. So it's just it's a subjective thing. Like I'll say, oh, I love this, and someone's like, I did not like it when I tried it, and I'm like, oh, well, I do. More for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that's pretty logical, Brittany. Remember earlier when she was like, I'm just very logical. Sorry. It just made me giggle. Hannah said, keto cream sounds like a disease of the undercarriage. Stop. Ewy. Hannah, you're so beautiful. Your picture's gorgeous, but I mean, I know you. Hannah's my friend, by the way. We're friends. Honest, if you were honest, you wouldn't have a team right now. Oh, Max, get her. Let's go. Wow, is that annoying? Maybe a little bit.
No, I'm not going to do that. And so I mix up this flavor in my stories. I'm trying to recall, but I do not believe I have ever tasted an actual plum in my whole life. I don't think I've ever tasted a plum for any reason. Okay, I forgot to do this. If y'all could do me a favor, if y'all are catching me live, which means you see this red live button up above, drop me the word live in the comments below. If y'all are catching the replay, go ahead and drop below that hashtag replay. If you are new to my broadcast, welcome home. I'm so excited that you are here. I'm getting a few brand new followers every day.
Sav, when I see you next, let's go get mango drinks. Our husbands can get whatever the hell they want. We can get some mango drinkies.
I'm not really sure where they're coming from because I'm not doing a lot of reels on Facebook. I'm not really sure where the followers are coming from, but they're coming from somewhere. So welcome. Excited to have you here. And as always, guys, feel free to share. I bet you there are a lot of people on your social media that are feeling the same way, that they just want to be authentic. They just want to be weird. They just want to be over the top. They just want to post what they want to post about, but they're so worried about the rules. They're worried about the guidelines. They're worried about all these different things. And I'm really thinking that I'm just going to do like this information detox over the next 29 days. And I'm just going to be as weird as I want, as loud as I want, as unfiltered as I want. I'm going to post about whatever I feel like posting about.
You'll just see me. Erin just popped in the background. She's in here. Oh, God. Erin, you're welcome to come on, or you can stay back. Whatever you want to do. I'm happy you're here. Come in. Hold on.
Hello?
I missed you.
Okay, I was just, I thought I would hop in and say hello,
so
if that's
glad.
okay.
It's always okay. I'm so glad you're here. Also, the face you make coming in. I felt that.
It was
Do you want to
really
react?
fun watching you react.
Was it? Oh,
Hi,
yay.
guys.
You want to react to the rest of this with me, or you're welcome to?
Yeah. If you want
Okay.
me to stay, I can. I just wanted to pop in and say hey.
Totally up to you. Not Erin infiltrating your stream. I love it. It made me laugh so hard. Just hearing her
good.
talk. I'm gonna rewind a little bit because I want to hear this part again because it was making us giggle so hard. Okay, y'all ready?
What is she talking about?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Hello, everybody. Okay.
She's lost her niche, you know?
She lost the
She's
plot.
like, I want to do everything. And
Ooh,
oh,
okay.
she's talking right here about how she's just gonna be as weird as she wants, as loud as she wants, and blah blah blah.
Cool.
I'm like, girl, haven't you always been?
Yeah, do your thing. But
Forever.
if you're trying to use that as your brand in order to recruit people, maybe don't.
Right. Maybe not.
Okay.
Rules. They're worried about the guidelines. They're worried about all these different things. And I'm really thinking that I'm just going to do like this information detox over the next 29 days. and I'm just gonna be as weird as I want, as loud as I want, as unfiltered as I want. I'm gonna post about whatever I feel like posting about. If I wanna talk about self-love in the morning and money in the afternoon and business the next day and my transformation the next day, and then I wanna help you build on social media the next day.
All right, Brittany, I don't care. Has she taken a drink yet of the drink?
I mean,
she
has
even
she
tried-
taken a breath?
Oh, that's what Charlene said earlier. No, she hasn't. Not once.
Yikes.
She should be a swimmer. That's insane.
A deep sea diver.
Be underwater.
A free diver.
She didn't even need the equipment. She just go down there. They don't even spend all that much money on her.
And then I want to crack a dad joke one day, and then I want to give you 3 tips for decreasing your overwhelm one day. I'm just going to do it all. Is really what I'm thinking I'm going to do, because I think you need to go like over the top with forgetting about the rules, the regulations, and the standards of social media to really find like a happy medium of like, what is actually me? If I wasn't listening to all the information, what would I be posting about? What would I be sharing? What is my truest, most authentic thoughts, feelings, strategies? Like
Maybe journal. Maybe journal that. Maybe that's something that you can write privately and not make a part of your brand. Maybe just write that down, your innermost
Instead of
feelings.
using us, right. Instead of using us as an emotional trash can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ew. Yeah.
What was I going to say? She's talking about how she's trying to find her most authentic self. Like, and I'm thinking, but you just said earlier, you are super authentic. Like, you are so authentic. So have you not been authentically yourself this entire time? She's
That
not.
part.
She's not keeping up with her lies.
Yeah.
It's
also, this
hypocritical.
is giving. I remember I went to an Eric Worre event one time, and he was like, somebody was speaking, and they said, you should post on your social media. When you think of me, what 3 things do you think of? You remember doing that, JJ? Did you ever do that? And you're
Yes.
basically trying to develop your brand
Yeah,
by what
absolutely.
people think of you. Yeah, that's what this whole speech is giving. It's like I've heard it before, Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
how did I actually build a multi-million-dollar on social media when I
Brittany, shut up.
You recruited. Next topic.
First off, multi-million dollars.
2?
Like, my thing is she a millionaire? I don't think she is.
That's interesting.
Hey.
Also, show us the difference in your income from your team and the income from selling the product, Brittany.
Remember that
Because
one
it's
time
night
that,
and day.
right. Remember that one time Monate's stuff got leaked?
Oh,
And
that
it was
the
like
best day ever.
8% was from their downline and like 2% was from their commission.
Yep.
Same thing here, y'all. Press.
That's standard in multi-level marketing. That's just how it works.
Here's my question. Mom's getting coffee. Why is she still working if she's a multi-million dollars?
Yeah, exactly. Because she has to keep, spinning those plates.
Right. Press X to doubt.
I have a question for Brittany. Brittany, if you see this, how many of your team members have left the empire, or what, Meta empire? I don't know what y'all call yourselves now. How many of your team members have left for Frequence? How's that going?
Oh, Frequence. Oh,
for some
shoot.
mushroom juice.
Oh, yum. Riley just kind of gagged.
Riley. Hi, Riley.
Hello, Aaron.
He said, hello, Aaron.
He sounded so formal.
He just woke up from a nap.
Oh, I love that.
You don't feel good after that?
Well, I don't
You don't like napping. Pause story. What did I just say? That's accurate. I feel that.
How do I tie this into recruiting?
What?
How do I tie this into recruiting? That's the pause story. This has a point. Yeah. I know it does. Oh yeah, to recruit. Got it.
Multi-million-dollar business on social media when I started with less than 300 friends and I didn't even have a followers button in 2017. Like, I built this from nothing. How did I do that? It wasn't knowing the algorithms. It wasn't the tips. It wasn't the...
We paused at the same time.
I have a question. Can't you turn the follower button off on Facebook? Isn't that something you have to like opt into or something?
I had a follower
Maybe I'm
button
incorrect.
in 2018. I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
just-
No, I feel like if you didn't have one, that would be it, Aaron. Like you turn it off.
Yeah. Or
Like
your
everyone had
account is private.
right, but even then you can still like request to follow.
Yeah. And what time frame are we
Crafting
talking about? She said 2017?
crafting makes me happy. So did I just miss something? I feel like I did because I don't understand
Same.
what she's saying. I didn't even have a follower button in 2017. She's trying to make it seem like she was like, I was so low, I was nothing that you couldn't even follow me because I had no follower button. But it's what?
I guarantee you she had more than 300 friends on Facebook in 2017. I don't believe that for a second because she was coming from Modere. Show us the
just
receipts,
so-
Brittany.
It's so weird. But also, even if you didn't, that would be like your choice. Like you went and did it. Oh, Charlene said you have to turn it on for your personal profile. So you have to turn on not having one. Nope. So Brittany,
I didn't even
that's
have a follower button in 2017. Did you have it turned on, Brittany? Okay.
the answer is nar. No, you did not.
Indeed.
Giving Bianca from On 8 Vibes. True. True. Hey, DC. Howdy, hey.
The hacks, it wasn't the strategies, it wasn't the content plan. It was just authenticity all around. I stayed consistent, I stayed disciplined, I genuinely wanted to impact people, and none of that has changed. But now that there's all these rules, these details, these templates, this, follow that, do this, don't do that, do this, no, don't do that, do it this, oh no, don't do this way, do it that way. There's just so much.
Didn't Jessie Lee write those templates though?
She thinks she did.
like it's like so everything that you've learned, you're like, actually, I just want to not have it anymore. Which, you know what? By all means, do you. But it's just odd the way she's like slightly shitting on everyone. Right? I don't know. I feel like she's slightly like, all these things that you're like telling me to do this and that and this and that. And I just want to be myself. Steph said, okay, but like you guys are the ones making up the rules. Oh, well, yes, like exactly. That's exactly
And those
it.
rules are written from other people in MLMs because they're not original rules. It's the same thing they heard from somebody that they met at an event, their company event or an industry generic event or whatever. And they're like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to use that. But none of them are original ideas. They think that they're rules and they think that they're original rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not.
It's just so, it's so interesting because I feel like she's just like slightly like sprinkling just a little bit of shit on everybody who wrote them. But the thing is, she is out here giving tips, doing this and that, and she's also writing it. So I'm just a little confused, Brett. Little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who are we watching?
Not very boss babe.
Brittany Anderson. Very, very boss babe of her. BA boss babe, Brittany Anderson. That's what we're watching. Prove it. She's in Prove It. Aaron knew her. They pass around rules and come up with new names. That's
Indeed.
a good point. Absolutely. It really feels like the blind leading the blind. It does. It does, yeah.
That sounds good.
Like
Brandy.
information overload that when I take it back to 2017 and 2018, it was just me sharing me because I didn't know any better. There wasn't people selling social media courses. There wasn't all these spammers out there stealing other people's content and getting paid on the views off of it. There wasn't all of those distractions.
Ooh,
what?
Did she just call out Melissa Collins without calling out Melissa Collins?
Melissa's been awfully quiet.
Hold on, Melissa. That one's for you, babe. That was for
Write that
you.
down.
Brittany, high five, Britt. High five,
Melissa's
Britt.
been real quiet. Have you noticed how quiet she's been?
She has been.
Yeah.
Real quiet.
It's only on Vimeo.
Uh-huh. Sure is. Brittany, you just got some HP points, babe.
It was just me showing up as me. And so I think over the next 29 days, I'm going to just throw away the brand. I'm going to throw away the niche. I'm going to throw away like the algorithm, the tips, the tricks, the hacks. Oh, right now what's working the best is having a really good hook and getting as many comments as you can and make sure it's 7 seconds or under. Like, I'm just going to throw it all away and I'm just going to bring back, okay, like obviously the upgraded version, but I'm going to bring back the social media queen of 2018 version of myself.
The one that didn't have a follower button? I'm just like,
Did you have it turned on?
did you press the on button? Boop. I don't understand.
I cannot.
Melissa, sorry, I'll speak up more. You're good. You're good, girl. Ooh, bitching on Melissa Collins. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know about y'all.
She makes it so easy.
She literally says, steal other people's content, repost it. That's wild to me. That will never not be insane.
That will never.
Like, teaching it? Okay. All right, Melissa.
With her whole chest, too.
All of it. Loud and proud. And then acting as though you're a fool if you don't.
Yeah. Oh, everybody does it. It's okay. Okay, just because everybody does it doesn't mean that that's okay.
But also, Melissa, no, not everyone does it. Like,
right.
No, they don't. Hello.
Accurate.
Melissa released a free book, though. She did. So Charlene, this is Charlene. She's the best. A lot of y'all know her if you've been in my chat before. Charlene sent me that book today. It's like a online digital. She actually is releasing another one too. I'm in that planner group, which by the way she barely does anything in. But she's also releasing another free affirmations thing. So we're gonna have to look at those next.
Affirmations.
Yes. Every page is the same except the date.
Melissa,
Day
whose
27.
idea did you steal? What is happening?
I
Why
know.
is she
She
doing
put a
this?
little. That's a good question. I was about to say something, but I would only say that to you, like on the phone.
Text me.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
And just share everything as authentically humanly possible. Authentic as humanly possible. That's what I'm going to do, okay? So I am going to try this new flavor with you. I tried it for the first time in my stories this morning. This is a brand new flavor that just...
Oh, so she's already tried it.
Why was she nervous to try a new flavor? I don't get that.
But she just said she tried it in her stories for the first time this morning. But I swear to God, this is the first time she's trying it here. Like, I swear to God, she said that earlier. You know what? I don't know. Maybe.
Weird.
Dropped. When you snag Plum, actually, you unlock access to Harvest Sunrise, which is like the orange high C that you used to get at McDonald's as a kid, except for it gives you better mood, better energy, focus, mental clarity, fat loss, muscle preservation, digestion, and appetite control. Thank you so much, Wendy. It's going to be a little bit messy, to be honest. People are probably going to be like, what is happening? Like, who is this person? Okay.
Brittany, messy. Interesting.
But I really think I just need a radical reset. Like, I don't care about all of that. I really don't. I care about impacting people and connecting with people and inspiring people to take action in their life. Like, that is my passion. That is my gift zone. That is what I love. And that is what my heart explodes over. And I know if I'm worried about the opinions and the algorithm and the feedback and is my page aesthetically pleasing and did I follow this format or this plan or this whatever else, I know that people are not getting the most authentic version of me. So I'm just going to like fly off the handle here and I'm going to do my own.
Melissa, please. I called her Melissa.
Fair.
Brittany, please don't fly off the handle. Please. It's already hard to watch Brittany, but I can't imagine her flying off the handle. I already thought the handle was nowhere to be found. I had let go a long time ago. So
I don't know. I just have a different opinion about her. Because I feel like she puts on this front like, oh, I'm going to give you tough love, but I know I've spent time with this person in person. And like, in my opinion, you know, the chihuahuas with the bark, you know, and they think that they're so tough. Like that's, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Like, oh,
You
I'm
know
gonna give you
what?
tough love, da, 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 da. And it's like, I've seen you in confrontations, Brittany. What are you talking about?
What do you think Brittany would do if she ever saw me in person?
I think she would avoid you. I don't think she would confront you.
You don't? I don't
I
think
don't
she
think
would
she
either.
would run, but I don't think that she would be like, oh, I saw your videos that you did on. I don't think, no.
I would love to chat.
By the way, I like chihuahuas, by the way, just FYI.
Y'all know I got a family. She's like
We-
part Chihuahua, part Dachshund, part whatever.
She's
But
perfect.
you know
That's
what?
what she is.
Something that I don't think MLMers get, I want to chat. Like
That's true.
and I'm speaking for you too. Come, let's talk. Let's have a chit chat. They wouldn't, but
No.
I'm down.
Brittany Anderson thing. It's just going to be an experiment. I'm just going to experiment for 29 days, see what happens, and I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback. This went well, this did not. This is how many new customers I got in this month of wild, crazy, on the edge version of me, and this is how many people I didn't get, okay? I'm over it. I'm over it. And so I'm going to experiment for 29 days and I'm just going to be wild, crazy, and out there. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and drink this plum here.
Wait, I thought that was lemon.
Nope, plum.
Now I'm going to tell you again, I have never had a plum in my whole life. Okay. If you have had a plum, drop plum. If you haven't, drop a no. Okay.
If you've never, same time, did we pause that at the same time? If you've never had a plum, why are you giving a description of what the plum ketones taste like?
Right. She wouldn't understand. Like, she wouldn't be able to say, yeah, it tastes like a plum.
What I think she's going to compare it to is fairy dust from 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm trying to do something. Feel free to press play.
Evan looked at me like I had 6
got it.
heads when I told him I've never had a plum in my whole life. And I just haven't. It just wasn't one of those things that we consumed as kids. We really consumed a lot of things that came from boxes and cans. There was not a lot of fresh fruit around when I was a kid.
Yeah, you gotta throw that jab in there. Gotta, you know.
What'd she do? What'd she say? Sorry, I just.
Oh,
y'all go.
we
y'all
don't.
go again.
She oh, thanks, bestie. She said, you know, we ate a lot of things from the box growing up.
I just had macaroni the other day from a box.
That is so good. So good. But, you know, you got to throw that jab in there.
Like, yeah, she's trying to pull, like, I was poor card. Or what?
Yeah.
A little bit of feel bad for me card. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was looking for your handle. She just wanted to jab it a little bit. Of course.
Yeah. Also, you know, why not go buy some plums, plural, plums? Yeah. Go buy some plums, Brittany. You might want to write this idea down. And you can take some picture of the packets of the ketones with the plums, and then you can taste test the plums and the plum ketones.
That would be
why not
fun.
say I've never, right.
I think that would be a good idea. Like, I would like to watch that.
Except without the ketones part.
I think it's way better than going, I've never had a plum. Ooh, plum.
This tastes like plum.
Okay.
What are we doing? Wild. Do you want me to hit play?
Yeah, go for it.
This flavor is really good. I had him taste it. I'm like, okay, since you've had plums before, does this taste like plum? And he said, yes, it tastes like a very light, spiced plum. Okay, so that's how he explained the flavor to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just say spiced plum? Because that's how fairy dust was described in 2018.
Really? Spiced? It was like a spiced plum.
Yes. Yeah. So that's interesting. It's almost like I was correct in what I was saying. Weird how that happens. They would say like a mulled wine, like a plum mulled wine, I think is how they would describe that as well.
That
So,
makes sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Wild.
It's really good. I was very nervous. I'm like, plums make me think of prunes. Prunes make me think of like, I don't want to eat that. Like, I'm not really excited about that.
But you're gonna
Prunes.
drink ketones and run for the bathroom, and you're gonna reboot, and you're gonna run for the bathroom, but you don't want to eat plums. Make it make sense, Brittany. Make it make sense.
It's all very confusing. I don't plums and prunes. It's just because they start with a P, or they're like a smaller, like they kind of. If she's had a
Wait.
plum, then, but she's not had a plum though.
Prunes are dehydrated plums, right?
You know what? I don't know. But I used to have those little prune in the packets. That's like fiber
those
or
are
something. You know what I
good.
mean? They
Those are so
are good. I really like them.
Do you guys
Spicy
know
poop.
if
Ew.
Yeah, prunes are
Prunes
plums. Yeah,
are
right.
dried plum. Okay. So does she know that? Is that what she's saying that or what?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I have no idea.
Mm,
So I was nervous to try the flavor, but it's actually really, really good. And kind of how I like rank the flavors is my like favorite flavors. I'm like, I love this. This is a daily drinker. Like I could drink this every single day for 30 days and never get sick of the flavor. Okay. This flavor for me is the step right below those daily drinkers. So for me, the daily drinkers are like berry blue, tangerine dragon, strawberry peach, like those flavors that I'm just obsessed with, that I could drink them every single day. And this one is right below them. I really like this flavor, but I think I would get sick of this flavor if I only had this one every day for 30 days. So
did you say the same thing about fairy dust? I'm just asking for all of our friends here, you know. I don't.
Heard they're a lot alike.
My bad. I hit
Heard
the play button.
No, you're good. I'm just saying I heard they're similar in flavor.
Yeah. Spiced plum, huh? It's interesting.
Heard that one before.
Never.
I am going to offer trials of this flavor. So there'll be like a single pack if you're already drinking ketones. Okay, I'm willing to do a single pack just so you can try a new flavor. I'm going to offer it to local people to get together to drink the ketones and try this flavor. And then also I'm going to do a variety 5-pack where it's 4 of our mainstay flavors and just 1 packet of this plum. Our goal as an organization is to get as many different people trying this flavor this week as humanly possible. Okay, Cody, I know you're close. So if you want to get together and you want to try this flavor, I have 1 more packet of this flavor. Okay, I have 1 more packet of this flavor. And so that's what my plan is for the next 29 days is I'm just going to throw all of the social media guru information to the side. When I had the most powerful community of people who loved me and who loved each other and who just rallied together and who did big things together and were the most highly inspired and impacted by each other, was when I wasn't following all the plans, all the tips, all the tricks, all the hacks, all the social media gurus. Okay, if you go over.
See, but here's the thing, Brittany. You don't need to follow social media gurus. You should study your social media analytics. You should look at what type of content is working and the reach, instead of just listening to other people that are trying to probably sell you a course. That's ridiculous. Look at your analytics.
Instagram, everybody and their brother is a social media guru and they're giving you different information. How can you be a guru if you all have different information and different of like, do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this. Like, I'm just going to figure it out. I'm just going to realize that I am enough. My heart is enough. My passion is enough. My energy is enough. My desire to truly impact people on a soul to soul level is enough. That I don't have to get caught up by the hooks, the lengths of the video? Is it fast enough? Is there enough transitions? Is there enough this? I don't have to get distracted by all of those things because I know when I come from a heart space, I can impact and inspire people at a higher level than any algorithm can do for me, no matter what.
So I'm so confused. I'm confused because have her videos just been what people have been telling her to do? Like,
That's a
Britt,
good point.
what are these trainings where you're giving tough love, you're condescending, you're horribly offensive? Is that what people have been telling you to do?
And are
Or
they
is that
doing
just
well?
you? Well, for me, they are.
I love that for you, bestie.
Not so much for Britt. It's so interesting to hear her talk about this because she takes so much pride in her ability to be a complete jerk to everyone, while calling it tough love. So was it not you the whole time, Brett? Was that not you being authentic? It's so weird to hear this because it's almost like she's trying to like ixnay things that she's done in the past. Like say, I wasn't as authentic as I wanted to be. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. Like, okay. But you did a whole training on authenticity. Is that not what you wanted to do? Whatever.
Yep.
Whatever, Britt.
You know what's interesting though? Is if you take away the language that she's using, being inauthentic or being the most authentic version of herself, there's nothing wrong with social media content changing. The algorithm favors for certain types of content to be put out, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a normal thing on social media. But only in MLM do we see people that are like, oh, I'm going to show up as the most authentic version of myself. I don't care about the algorithm. Everything about them cares about the algorithm. Because if they're not working with the algorithm, people are not going to find their content, which is something that I feel like we're seeing a lot. People in MLM, their content is getting less and less views. And that's social media. You know, there's always ebbs and flows in social media. But showing up as your most authentic self and not caring about the algorithm that's not going to get your content into the people that you want it to see in front of them.
Right. And that's when we see these shifts. Like when people years ago were talking about their MLM and then it went to not saying the name of the MLM, right? But talking about a product or something.
Correct.
Then it went to like being relatable. Let's be relatable. Let's make these products just ebb and flow through our life and show them. And then it's like, well, that's not doing it. So then let's make ourselves become influencers so that the more people that see it, the more likely someone will buy it. So it's just these like increments that change because social media changes all the time. But I've noticed it over the years and have noticed it for them too. So yeah, no, I think you have a great point, Erin. Oh, as always.
Thank you. I love this comment. I was a social media moderator for a company out of New York. Trust me, she cares.
Yes, thank you.
I know that at my core, like at the core of my existence, I know that. So I'm just going to focus on shutting out all the rest for 29 days. And I'm just going to go back to what I love the most, what makes me the happiest, what shares my rawest, truest feelings and emotions and experiences with all of you and give you.
But see, when I hear you say that, Brittany, and I hear that you're going to share your rawest emotions and feelings, those are things that maybe need to go in a journal and not part of your social media brand where you're trying to recruit people into a multi-level marketing company called Prove It, where in 2022, the average distributor made less than $11 for the year. So that part for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Also therapy. like I'm not your emotional trash can, Britt. Stop throwing it at me.
Yeah.
No one needs that. Okay. We all have emotions that we're struggling with. Okay. I don't want yours too. Oh, I just hit my mic. Sorry. I've been smacking around today. I'm getting crazy today.
Oh man,
the
this
space
is terrible.
to do the same. because I know that it only takes one person. It only takes me doing this for 29 days and sharing an entirely different perspective with you for you to be willing to try the same. And I know some of you won't even wait for 29 days. Some of you will like wait to see a massive energy shift and a different glow in me in like 4 days, and then you're gonna start as well. And some of you it will take 10 days, some of you it will take 15 days, some of you it will take 21, some of you it will take 60 days, and that's okay. But I just know that when you see a shift in me, it's gonna inspire you to move differently.
You know what I've noticed? I'm not saying you can't do this or anything or that it's wrong. They just have to keep changing themselves. They have to keep acting like who they were before. It was just not exactly who they wanted to be. You have to keep trying to mold other people's image of them. You know, like, oh, I just wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I wasn't being as authentic as I wanted to be. I wasn't this. I wasn't doing that. And they do it so often. Like a lot of these MLM leaders, especially right now with MLM just tumbling into a deep, dark abyss at this point. They're just like, I wasn't who I want. And if y'all were here when we read, or if you weren't here at the beginning when we listened to the Q Sciences drama, that is a great example of kind of what I'm getting at, where like how people are suffering in MLMs, like it's becoming so bad, and now they're trying to find ways to rebrand and redo, try to save whatever scrap they can of it.
I think the sick part about all of this, I mean, I love
Thank
that
you very much.
MLMs are flopping. I love that. But I think on this team in particular, in this company, they emphasize becoming the next version of yourself. You have to grow into the person that you're meant to be in order to achieve that next level. And I almost wonder if her language is kind of representing that. And then at the same time, I remember this slogan that Modair had, make shift happen. And all of that is kind of swirling around in my brain right now, because that's what this feels like. It feels like we're watching a video of all of that kind of, I don't know how to word that, but
No,
that
I
makes sense
agree.
what I'm
I
saying.
agree. No, it makes total sense. She's actually doing what the coaches tell her to do. She's like, I don't want to do what the coaches tell, but she's doing exactly that. She's shifting, which is
Yeah.
what the coaches tell you to do, which is what
Yeah.
makes shift happen. It make total sense, Erin. Absolutely.
Thank you. And you know what she's going to look at the end of all of this 29-day, whatever she's doing? The analytical data.
Watch it shift.
A direct result of the algorithm.
Yeah.
But
So
go off, Brittany.
Cal, this is interesting. I like this point. And I also think that's where MRR comes in place. Cal said a lot of MLM flopping kind of seems to me like it's going to lead to more short-term MLM pump and dump, like scheme situations to lure these desperate hunts who aren't ready to leave. 100%. That's where master resale rights has come into play. That's that short-term pump and dump. One of them. One of the few.
Agreed.
One of the many. But Cal, 100%. It's gotten bad to where MRR has become that short-term pump and dump. Listen, Megan just starts doing it. You know, it's a good old pump and dumperoni. 100%. She created her own MRR course.
Oh, right.
I gotta show y'all what Megan did the other day. Well, you can press play, but I gotta show because I just posted it on Instagram. I didn't post it on here. You can press play if you want.
Okay. And since I'm not on Instagram.
And so that's what I'm excited to do. I'm excited to experiment. I'm excited to put my brand and my business out there on the line to try something different. It's exactly what Jessie Lee would do. She would be like, I don't know, try it out, test it out, take a risk. Okay, if you do the same things over and over again, you're going to get the same results. So it's time to switch it up, try something a little bit different, and see if it gets us different results, okay? And I'm willing to be the guinea pig on this idea. I just know that there is like a shield over the most authentic version of me.
Okay, Brittany, stop talking for a second. I'm loading. Here. Y'all. This is Megan replying to Megan. So Megan just starts, she commented under her own post with a different Instagram said rich girl, and then Megan Desart from her other Instagram said sent.
What?
Please check your DMs. And then she did it again with hearts, and then she replied to herself back with I hearts.
Megan, that's not how the algorithm works. Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
Rich girl. First off, can we start with making the word to comment rich girl? Rich girl. I would rather you say type 1 in the chat. Put a
Oh
shit
my
comment down
God.
below.
Drop
Put
a
shit
money
emoji down
bag.
below. Rich girl. Like, Megan, what are
Megan,
you doing?
that's so embarrassing.
I had so many people send me this, and I was laughing so hard. I'm thinking to myself, first off, Megan, your picture's in both, and your names are so similar. Wealthy _ Wi-Fi _ mama, wealthy.wifi.meg. Megan, what are you doing? I laughed so hard at this. Listen to what she replied to herself after she commented, rich girl. Sent. Please check your DMs, and if you don't see it, make sure you check your message requests folder.
Wait. So you're messaging yourself and you think it's gonna go to your spam folder or something? Are you following each other? Like you being the same person on both? Like, are you following one another? Are y'all friends? I don't understand.
I cannot handle this. It's so funny.
This is
No,
great.
Cal was like, does she think people won't notice it? Oops.
Whoopsies.
Comment rich girl.
Oh my God, she
That
did it all at the same time. That's what Becca says. It's all 21 hours on the so
she's trying
like,
to
wait,
boost her algorithm.
imagine her on her phone, like clicking on like another account or whatever, and then commenting and then going back and going, wait, am I on the right account? Okay, let me respond. Wait, I gotta go back to this other account. Hang on a second. All right, comment back. All right, check your inbox. It could go to your spam folder. Megan.
That is so funny. And the active thought process of doing that, it kills me. Just thinking about her going, okay, I need to go to my other Instagram. I need to comment down. I need to do it twice. And I need to go reply. But also, I agree with Hannah. She could potentially have a bot where
True.
it replies automatically for her so that she didn't actually have to go reply to herself replying. That makes sense.
True, but there's two different comments.
Right. So the second comment she would have had to go reply to.
Yeah. That's great.
I don't know. I meant to show y'all this when I got on here, but we got sidetracked. I'm so glad that I remember this because it is iconic. Iconic. I loved it so much. All right.
All of the information
Let's keep watching Brett.
that's now out there on social media and the algorithms and the coaches and the gurus and all the things that I just want to test it out of what it's like to strip all of that back and just not worry about it.
Thanks, Cal.
Just not worry about it. Just be the full authentic version of me, but that's going to take consciously like scrubbing that information out of my brain for 29 days in a row, okay? I think that's truly what it's going to take. So I would love to know, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What is your feedback on this? Do you think this is going to go really well for me, or do you think it's going to be horrible? Like,
do you want my honest answer? I think it's
I
going
do.
to change a damn thing. It's not going to change a damn thing. It's going to be the same thing the whole time. Nothing's going to change it. I almost said Aaron. It's true. Nothing is going to change. She is doing what she has been doing. It's the same thing. I don't care what she says about I'm reprogramming. No, you're doing the exact same thing. Anyway.
Yeah. I think she's just trying to quiet the noise because when you're in an MLM, things are so chaotic that your brain gets overwhelmed. Yeah. And I think that she's just trying to quiet that. And she's like, I'm just not going to pay attention. I'm going to do whatever I want. But she is somebody that looks at the data, which, Brittany, a piece of data you may want to check out, the income disclosure statement. You know, check that out.
Are you a numbers girl, Britt? Are you? No,
she is.
You remember? You would think so, but then whenever she made that video where she got the numbers wrong the whole time about like the monthly income, or like the annual, it's like it's 5,000 or 6,000. I'm like, Brittany, it literally is 5,000. Like I
I
used a
remember.
calculator. Like, girl.
Yeah. This is she had all of her Facebook friends, I believe, in a spreadsheet.
hmm
And she would color code. I don't know if she still does this. This was several years ago, obviously, but she would color code whether you responded to her or not, or if you were already a team member in the Empire, she would change your chat to a specific color. And it was like red, yellow, and green. So red is you're about to be unfriended. Yellow is, oh, you better respond to my next message. Otherwise, you're going to be moved to the red chat and unfriended soon. And then green is, oh, this person responds to me.
You know what that tells me, Erin? She used to do that. So obviously she kept up with the people she talked to. But you know what that tells me? That she's got so desperate a few months ago when I made that video about her when she messaged over 200 people. She got so desperate that I know she wasn't keeping track of that.
Mm-hmm.
She
Or
messaged
it
like
was
200
super
people a day.
chaotic in that time.
Yeah, I mean, because she seems like, with you telling me that, very organized, very
Yes.
detailed, but to the point where you're messaging 200 people in a span of a couple hours because you're trying to hit it,
Right.
you are desperate.
Yep. And that's why I think it's so funny that she's like, I'm just not going to pay attention to any of that. And I'm like, yes, you are going to, because you
100%.
look at all of that.
Absolutely.
I think she's just having
I
a
want-
bad day.
Maybe so. She's had a lot of them lately.
Oopsies.
Shout out to Becca Nah. Thank you. I know that I've seen you a lot. So I'm glad that you're a member. I don't know if you've been one before. I think maybe, but I'm glad that you're back, or that I'm glad that you just joined. I really appreciate it. Also, the cat's beautiful. Love it.
Indeed.
Gorgeous. So let's play the membership song.
Powerpuff Girls were born! Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting
Look at us. Jim jamming around. Okay. Anyway.
Love it. I'm going to go eat, so I'm going to go, but I love you.
I love you. Thanks for hopping in.
Thanks for letting me hop on and say hi. And your reaction was everything. It was great. You guys are amazing. You're good. You guys are amazing. And I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye. I'll talk to you later. Love you.
Okay. Love you too.
Aw, wasn't that fun? I'm glad Erin got to hop on. Okay, let's finish this video. Oh, by the way, I pinned Erin's YouTube, so if you're not following her, feel free to go follow her. She's my best friend, so I'm biased, but I love her. She's great.
Give me some energy, give me some feedback. I'm going to fix my hair here really quickly, okay? All of this is just like natural wave and curl. So what I'm gonna do to kind of tame it and bring it back to life is literally just add water to it.
Britt, is this what she's talking about? Is this what she's talking about? She's just gonna do her hair. She's like, I want to do whatever I want. I want to do my hair now. Brittany, nobody's gonna watch it. I mean, I'll give you another 30 seconds. And if you're just doing your damn hair, we're done. We're out.
Okay, one of my curly girls said just add water, let them like shrink back up and coil back up. I do not have curly hair. I have like spirally hair. I don't know how else to say that. So I would love to know what you guys think. Do you guys think I'm crazy? Is it a great idea? Is it a horrible idea? Is it going to like increase my following but decrease my business? Do you think it's going to hurt my brand or help my brand? Do you think it's going to leave a positive impact 6 months from now? Or do you think I'm going to regret doing it? Do you want to try it? Are you interested to see my results so you can try it out in your life, in your social media? I just want to know, like, how do you feel? What are you thinking? Like, just give me your gut results.
She's
your
here.
gut instincts of like, how do you think this is going to go? Like, what do you see happening in the future of all of
Right, Charlene, nonsensical. Absolutely.
this? Is it going to go great? Is it going to not make a difference? Do you think I'm not going to stick to it? Like, I want to know. I want to know all of the things, okay? Sometimes when I first, like, re-wet my hair, it just looks...
No, it is not that Brittany wants to know. It is that Brittany wants you to comment for the algorithm to boost her video. I want to know all the things. No, you don't. Like, you really actually don't. Why do you care if someone thinks you're going to fail or not? It's just so wild.
It's like a grease ball.
Yeah.
But it's not greasy. And the hair is clean. I'm just trying to put a little bit of water in it to bring it back to life. Wendy says it's going to be great for you. Hello, Tracy and Miranda and Marissa and Cheryl and Jody. Y'all, I'm going off the rails. I'm throwing all of the social media tips, tricks, hacks, coaching, social media gurus. I'm throwing it all to the wind, and we're going to just be 100% authentically me for 29 days. I'm going to really focus on consciously scrubbing my brain of all of the information overload from all of the social media coaches and gurus and the courses and the trainings and all of the things. I'm just going to scrub it all out of there and just do me. I'm going to focus on impact and inspiring people to take action in their life, which means I'm really going to be focusing on community.
Brandy. If y'all get this comment, if y'all understood what this meant, it was my girl.
By giving the community the most authentic version of me. That is the focus, okay? That is the focus. Bree says I think it's going to be amazing, so I'm just scrubbing my brain of all the coaching, the algorithms, the hacks, the hooks, the do this, the don't do that, the hashtags or no hashtags, post this but don't post that. Like, I'm just going to throw it all to the wind, and I'm just going to show up the way that I used to show up for myself and my business and my social media family.
I think this is a great comment, Cal. So more trauma dumping and word vomit. Yeah, and I think yeah, 100%. I think that's where that's where we come in as emotional trash cans. She's just dumping and vomiting. Sorry, y'all, but it's true. Like, I that's the vibe I'm getting, because she mentioned earlier, how she wants to just, kind of be more vulnerable, emotional, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, well, like, go to therapy or write in a journal, or like, don't throw that on me. I don't want it.
In 2017, 2018, and 2019, obviously,
Yes,
I'm a more personally developed version of myself. I've had more experiences. I've had more losses. I've had more wins. I've had all of these things. So it's going to be a whole new up-leveled version of me, but it's going to be as unfiltered and as authentic as I was back in 2017, 2018, 2019. So I'm just interested.
It's because she wants, oh, did I cut myself? I think I did. It's because she wants her business to be growing like it was then. But listen, Britt, it's not. It's not going to be growing like that no matter what you do, because MLM in general as a whole is suffering. It is, getting really bad up in there in MLM, really bad. So I think that she wants to hopefully make the same effect on her business as what was going on in 2017, 2018, 2019, when it was just growing. But saturation hits. And that's just part of it. And then also, MLM is not as popular anymore. You could call it whatever you call it, social selling, network marketing, you can call it whatever you want. It's all the same thing. Lacey said, man, following her advice constantly would be so stressful. So you do XYZ for ages, then change everything, scrap it, scrub. Yeah, that is wild, isn't it? She really, really, really stresses me out. I agree. Okay, there are some people, let me put it this way. Most people that I cover, I don't like, and I don't enjoy watching them. But what I do enjoy is being able to use their words, or, well, simply just replying back to what they say and saying, well, that's wrong, or this is hypocritical, kind of pointing out those different things. And Brittany, it's so easy to do with Brittany. She is so condescending. She is so hypocritical. She just does and says things that make you go, huh, why does that feel weird? And then I go, this is why. So I get it. She does stress me out too.
Is it going to be a win or a fail? A win or a fail? Or are you not really sure? Or are you interested in the results, but you're a little scared? You've been feeling this calling to do the same, but you're a little bit scared, so you're glad that somebody else is going to be the guinea pig.
Why is that a calling? So you're feeling this calling to what? It's not a calling. Like, that sensationalizing language is like, this is so ridiculous.
For their brand and their business. I'm just interested as to.
It is not a calling. It is a strategy. just like it is to do certain trainings, to post certain things, this is another strategy.
What you guys think? See how it looks like a little
I
bit
agree.
greasy? Okay,
Humble.
it's not, it's just wet.
I agree, Humblebee.
Okay, so I think the biggest problem that I have with
Lazy little leopard Danny said, it's giving. Comment. You gonna comment? Please comment. It really is.
letting my curls be their curls is I can't find the right part in my hair that doesn't look crazy. Okay, let me show you guys this part.
All right, Brittany, I'm done. I'm out of here with that shit. No. Is that doing your hair? I'm not watching that girl do her hair. God forbid. Thank you for being here, y'all. If you haven't liked it, I'd appreciate if you did. We had over 400 people. So thanks so much. I appreciate it. I loved Erin popping on, and I have so much fun when we get to do these lives together. I try to do them every weekend. I've been, oh shoot, I got a little something on my finger, I think. I got a little poke. I've been a little bit busy the past few weekends. One of them was my birthday. Then my in-laws were here, but I actually did a live on that weekend. And then last weekend, I got caught up on a book. I know that's ridiculous, but I didn't. I couldn't stop. So thank you for being here. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed the live. And then if you have any comments you want to leave, any thoughts or anything, that would be great too. Thank you for being here. Have a great Sunday or Monday, whatever day it is for you. And chat with you later. Oh, a video is going up for members in this evening. And then everyone else, the video will go up tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. See you later. Y'all, every freaking time. I need to get my shit together. Oh, no! I'm ruining the end of this video, Riley. Okay, bye.